Stitchers, welcome to my channel. This is the first clip of my June 2025 stitching vlog. And the project in front of you is one that I started back in January, and I am still continuing with it. If you saw my previous vlog, you will see that I finished the cross stitching and I was getting ready to start the beading. So I will show you where my starting point is for June right here. I do have a tiny bit more back stitching to do. I think there's a little bit of there's a cobweb right here in the middle of the A, and I think there's one up in this corner with that spider right there. So I will be doing that just as soon as I'm done filming this clip. And the beads that I've done so far, you can see right here in the A, I have started with the magenta beads, but first I did the yellow ones, which you can only see if you kind of tilt it to the side like that, right there. And there's going to be a blue star that goes, a blue ceramic star that goes in the middle of the moon. But so colorful, and I'm hoping to get this one done this month for sure. I have decided my focus piece for this month is going to be Paris Market by Dimensions, and I will show you that in just a few minutes. I just don't have it outside with me right now. I'll show you my starting point on that and talk a little bit about that. But I think that that is the one I'm going to work on as my main focus. I did order a pattern, and I will talk about that when it arrives because I may have a new start on that. But right now, I'm going to probably do a little bit of beading on this and finish up that back stitching. And I will check in with you next time I check in with you. Okay, well, we had one day of sunshine and warmth, and today we are back to cold and clouds today. And I am just going to briefly show you where my starting point is for Paris Market. Right here. Let me move that off to the side. So this is where I left off last year. So I haven't done any back stitching except in this little window right down here, I believe is the only back stitching I've done. So I really should probably go back and do some of the back stitching on these buildings here. And I'm going to tackle this big tree up in this area here. So what we have is this big tree right up here, and a little bit of sky. I've started the building, so maybe what we'll do this month, my goal will be to do the tree and the building maybe, or maybe I'll just try to get like the full quarter of the design done. So I'll have 1/4 of the design done. So that'll be my loose goal for this month of June, and we'll see where I go with that. So what I did do is added a little bit of fabric onto the end here, right here, because you can see that, you know, these dimensions kits, they don't really give you a lot. So by the time I wrap it around the Q-snap, this edge was really close to the Q-snap, and it makes it really uncomfortable to stitch. So I added some fabric on, which is allowing me to have a little bit more room there. And since I did that, it's going to be much easier doing this edge here. And then I think I didn't add any to the top, so I still need to do that, but that will help. That will help with that edge, and it will make it so much easier to do that. Okay, so after I filmed last month's vlog, after I told the whole story about my youngest son becoming an EMT, what did I find that Mill Hill just released is the First Responder Santas. And I was so excited because one of them is an EMT, and it's so cute. So I went right ahead and purchased that for my son. And I'm going to stitch that up for him for Christmas. So the other three, in case you haven't seen this, because these are brand new, there is a firefighter and a police officer. And I just love that they put their little coordinating dogs with them. So cute. So eventually, when my son becomes a firefighter, that's his plan anyway, to do EMT, then paramedic, then firefighter. So I may have to stitch the firefighter for him as well. And it's cute. I'm probably just going to stitch the police officer as well, just because I am going to try and do all of the Santas. So, yes, I may as well just go ahead and get all three of them. But I just thought that was just so timely and so exciting. So, yep. All right, I'm going to go stitch a little bit on my... I'm either going to work on Paris Market or I'm going to work on beading my mill hill because I did start the beading. Well, I started the beading because I think I just told you that yesterday. So I am continuing on with that. And I will check in when I have more to show, and hopefully it will be sunny again. Hey there, good morning. It's June 15th, Sunday, June 15th, and I wanted to show you my new start that I mentioned in a previous clip that I had ordered a pattern off of the secondhand market, and because it's out of print, and this is the pattern that it is right here. It is called Signs of Fall, and it is from the Leisure Arts magazine, October of 1994, so going way back. And I just want to say that this was 100% inspired by my friend Sherry over at Sherry's Stitching Nook. She used to have the channel name Woolly Sheep Stitcher, and I know I've given her a shout out quite a while ago. I just love Sherry's channel. Please go check her out. She's been working on this one for a while, and every time I watch her videos and she shows an update on this, I just love this. But this most recent update that she did, she's almost done. She just has a little bit of work to do on the mums, and I don't know, I just saw it this most recent time, and you know how you see a pattern and you're like, oh, that's so pretty, and then you see it and you're like, okay, I need to have that. So I stopped her video and I went and looked for it and found it on Mercari and bought it right away. So there's still some floating around. I think I saw one on eBay as well. And it's just so pretty. So I went ahead and got it started on, you know what? I think I have it right here. Hold on. Okay, I have so much of this on hand. This is Fiddler's Ada, and I decided to do it on the 16 count. And so yes, it's the Fiddler's Ada Light Oatmeal. I think it comes in oatmeal and light oatmeal. So it's got a little bit of that rustico kind of look. It's very subtle on this one, but you can kind of see like the little speckles in it. And I thought that it would look nice on this. So there it is. I started with the mums, and because it does there's quite a bit of confetti, and you just it looks like definitely the hardest part of the whole chart, really. So I thought I would start working on that, and I did start a little bit of the flower pot down here. So, or maybe that's the outside of the pumpkin. But what I'm going to do is just kind of work a little on the mums, and then a little on maybe an easier part where the jack-o'-lantern is, and just kind of go back and forth and see where we go. But yeah, I'm very excited to have this pattern, and I'm going to be working on this along. I know I did say that Paris Market was going to be my focus piece, but now I have two focus pieces. Two main focus pieces are going to be this and Paris Market, which I haven't touched since I showed you that clip in a previous video. In a previous clip. Haven't touched it, but I think I'm going to work on this, do a few strands, and then maybe work on Paris Market and just work on them both simultaneously. And then in the background, I'm still doing the beading on my Happy Halloween Mill Hill, and I'm almost done. I think I've got 2 colors of beads left to do, so when I show that, it should be finished. And then I'll focus mainly on these 2 projects here. Okay, I'll see you, and I'll check in soon. I just realized that it is June 30th today, so it's the end of the month, and I needed to get out here into my car to film a quick video on how I'm going to end the month. And we're going to start with a very exciting finish. You're seeing the back of a frame, and excuse my dirty car. Here it is. I finished Happy Halloween. Now, this is not, I'm not sure how this is going to, if this is going to be exactly how I'm going to have it framed, but I thought I would put it in a frame for you. And if you notice that behind the perforated paper is a white piece of paper, which I'm going to change that to black. So the black paper will look more black, but you know, it was the end of the month, and I just really wanted to show you a finish. So here it is in all its glory. Happy Halloween. I just finished it last night. So let's give you a little bit of a close-up here. Oh, I did make a change. The little kitty, the 2 little kitties, you can see their glowing eyes down there. You can see them pretty good in this video, but when you're just looking at it, they kind of blend in, and you can't really see that they're cats. So I did just a little bit of a backstitch line around both. There's the one in the corner over there, and that one right there. So I think, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it that way. Just, I think you can see them a little bit better, but look at all the beads. This had a ton of beads. It was so fun. I loved it. So it was my goal to get this done by October 1st, and so I'm ahead of the game since it's June 30th. Some of the beads in the corner lay a little bit wonky up there, but that's okay. I think, you know, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, not much to say about this other than the fact that, yes, I am going to line it with a black piece of paper behind the perforated paper so that you don't see through, you know, the white through it. And I don't know if this frame came with a white mat, and in a way I kind of think it looks okay, but maybe I'll change it to a black mat or just put it in a frame that's more closer to it like that. So Happy Halloween by Mill Hill Buttons and Beads, all done. Okay, let me grab the next project and show you where I got with that. Okay, next up is Signs of Fall, and these are the mums in the little terracotta pot, and I made quite a bit of progress on it. I finished, there were 4 colors of green, and I think, did I have 1 color of green done in the last time I showed you? I finished all 4 of the colors of green. Then I took a little bit of break and worked on down here in the terracotta pot, and I just have 1 more color to finish that off. And I had made a counting error. Hold on, let me get this from sliding. I had made a counting error in the terracotta pot right down in this area here, and I didn't want to forget that I made that counting error, so I went ahead and did part of the black Ohio star right there so that I could kind of fudge it a little bit and just remember what I did. And then I have my little piece of black thread here just hanging, because as soon as I do the stitches, the background stitches around the Ohio star, then I can take this and complete the back stitching that goes like that. So yes, this calls for some fractional stitches, which are not fun to do on Ada. As you can see, you kind of have to pierce the Ada in the middle, and I should probably get a sharper needle to do that with, because using my little tapestry needle to find the center of the Ada stitch is not fun. So I'll probably do that, but love this. So I'm getting ready to do, I think there are 4 colors of mums, and I will do each color at a time. And then I get to move on to the big jack-o'-lantern, so it's going to be so fun. So I'll probably continue working on this. I did not touch Paris Market because I was doing all those greens, and then I ended up, was working in the tree in Paris Market. So I have not touched that since I last showed it to you. Did I show it to you? I'll have to see if I even showed you my progress on that. If not, I'll add another clip at the end of this and show you where I got with that, which is not very far at all. Okay, and then I think I have 1 more project to show, so let me grab it. Okay, next up we have the EMT Santa. I think I had just barely, if I remember correctly, I just barely got a start on it in the last clip, or maybe I didn't start it. I can't remember. I feel like maybe I was getting ready to start it. But anyway, I worked on it yesterday quite a bit. It was so fun. I love working on this Santa. He's so cute, and he's stitching up very quick. And so I still have the dog to stitch and his bag there, but I did most of this yesterday. I took a day and just said, I'm going to stitch a lot during the day, and I did. And I decided that the needle minder, the cup of coffee there, is appropriate because my son, with his new EMT job, his new EMT ambulance job, especially now, did I say he's working nights? So he works the overnight shift right now, and probably because he's the new guy, so they put him on the night shift. So he's been living on caffeine. So yeah, I thought that was appropriate, but so cute. I just love the colors. They're so bright, and he's just stitching up real quick. There's not a lot of beads in this project, actually. I'm kind of surprised how few beads there are, mostly stitching. So, all right. Well, this is probably a quick video. I did not do a lot of filming this month. Did not do a ton of stitching. I feel like the stitching I did kind of happened in just episodes of a lot of stitching and then a lot of days with no stitching in between. So it's going to be what it is this month. Just kind of a shorter video, maybe half an hour, maybe not even. I don't know. I got to go edit it right now. Okay, that's it for June. That's a wrap. I will see you at hopefully the end of July, unless I don't get a lot done. So for July, I'm going to continue working on this. I'm going to continue working on my signs of fall. Not sure if I'll continue working on Paris Market or not. I might grab another maybe another Dimensions whip that is closer to being done and work on that, because yeah, I was just kind of getting a little tired of all the greens I was doing in Paris Market. So I need something maybe with a little more color. All right, that is it for now. I hope that you all are having a good summer, and I will see you at the end of July. Bye for now.